example 1. Make it nice, make it easy to read. I'm not using either of my colors right now. Anybody remember the difference between equations and inequalities?
No. Inequalities have a letter.
No. Equations have letters in them too. Tanner?
And isn't it inequality with a less than or?
Yeah. See how this is like a greater than or a less than sign? That's an inequality. An equation has the word equal in it. Equation, that has an equal sign in it. We've been solving systems of equations using elimination, substitution, graphing. This one, we're going to be graphing them. And it's going to look really nice when we're done. All right, now take your ruler because we care about how this looks. Don't make jokes. Don't get defensive. It's okay if it doesn't turn out good, but try to make it good today. Try. So often when we don't try. X and a Y. Does anybody remember how to graph that top line? Where do we start, Justin? Yep, it's like y equals mx plus b. So we're going to start at 2, and then what do we do, Justin?
Go up to R1 and then over.
Yeah, this is, remember, this rise over run. So up 1 over 3, up 1 over 3. I'm taking it slow enough today that you can get it perfect and right. Don't draw your line in yet. Does anybody remember? Is this a dotted line or a solid line?
Dotted line.
Why? You're right.
Because it's greater than or equal to.
Right, it doesn't have an equals to. Remember? That's why it's a dotted line. So you're going to take your ruler and you're going to make it a dotted line.
I get prize.
Not yet, but when we do the second problem, if you do it with your partner, then yeah. Right now we're just participating. Do you guys remember that greater than means that we shade above the line? Remember that? Yeah. Okay, so I want you to take one of your colors and you're going to color that equation. If it's too dark, just put a line next to it. Do you want to go get a different color?
Well, it's fine. I can read it.
And then where is above the line? Is it, look up, look up. Is it on the left or is it on the right? Above the line is here on the left. So you're going to take your color, that same color you just used the line, and shade above it. Now I'm going to take my second color and I'm going to color my second one. Making this nice today. Are we proud of it? So what's the y-intercept of this line? -1. That's where I'm going to start. I'm going to start at -1. Then what's my slope? Yeah?
Go down to over 1.
Right. I'm going to make it into -2 over 1. So I'm going to go down 2 over 1. Down 2 over 1. I'm going to go both directions. Is this one going to be a solid line or a dotted line? How do you know? Because it's equal to. You're right. Nice job. Okay. This one's a little bit harder. I need to shade below it. Do you guys know why I'm saying the word below?
Because it's solid.
No, it's not because it's solid, and it's not because of the water. The water trick will help me figure out what is below, but the question is, why am I saying it needs to be below?
Oh, because it's less.
Because it's less than. Less than means below, greater than means above. So the question is, where is less than? Look at my hands.
The left.
Is it on the left,
Yes.
or is it on the right?
Left.
The left. And if you think about the water trick, if I was pouring some water, it would go straight down because of gravity, it would never hit the line. That means you're below the line if it would never hit it. So I'm going to take my other color. I'm going to color it in below this line. Now, it used to be when we were graphing, just on the benchmark, right? When we were graphing two lines, the point where they crossed that one point, that was the answer. But now there's like a whole bunch of answers. Can anybody see where they are physically? Jack, where are they?
It's where, the two colors overlap.
Right, it's the overlap. Right here, this is the answer to the problem. Every point inside of here is the answer. It's anything that is bigger than this line and less than this line at the same time. Is this over here the answer? No. Is this the answer?
No.
But this is, okay? It has to be where both of them are. Now, everybody, can we all agree? Everybody is smart in different ways. There are some people in here who can fix things on my house and my car that I could never fix. And you're much younger than I am. Okay? All I can do with a car is I can change a tire. I can change my spark plugs. And I could change my oil if I had to. Which I don't usually choose to do, because it is much more reasonable to have somebody else pay somebody else to change my oil. Okay? But what I'm trying to say is that if anything was wrong with my car, besides just the basics, I have no way of fixing it. I don't know what I'm doing. People are good at different things, and if you're like, but I'm not good at math, you might be good at certain kinds of math, and this is physical, this is visual math. If you're thinking about a job in construction or physically fixing things, this should be your thing. So look at it and tell me, could you figure out where the answer is without the colors? Could you visually in your head go below this line and above this line is that left corner? And if you can do that, then you don't need the colors. You can just color the answer. I, personally, physical stuff is not that good for me. So I need the colors. I choose to use the colors because it helps me see where it overlaps. But if you can do it without the colors, you don't have to do it with colors. Everybody understand? All right, example 2, I'm going to give a prize for. And I'm going to help you start it because I'm specifically making it a tricky question. That's why I'm going to help you start it. Everybody write down, x minus 2y is greater than negative 6. And y is less than 3x. Can somebody tell me why this one is harder than the last one, Jack?
Because the other one, both, it's like the X is on one side and the Y is on the
Right, the y is on the left side. That's what we want it to look like, y equals mx plus b, right? This one almost looks like y equals mx plus b. But what's the b?
There's no line.
0.
0. Okay, I'm going to write 3x plus 0, make that a little easier for me to be able to graph it. What do we need to do to this top equation?